I wasn't doing nothing. I was just sitting there watching my golf tournament on a Sunday afternoon. It went a little bit long. So on the East Coast, all of a sudden, as it got closer to 8 o'clock, because the golf tournament was in extra innings, was in a playoff, this was time that should have gone to the Grammys. The announcers, normally two of my favorite announcers, Nick Faldo and Jim Nance, they started pumping up the Grammys. And they kind of spoiled the golf tournament for me at that point. Because everybody knows the Grammys this year is going to be the same as they were for the last couple of years. They're going to be a celebration of black on white racial hostility, especially black on white hostility directed at cops. All under the guise, all under the patina of some social justice warrior outfit. And that's pretty much what they did. That was the fairy tale. Meanwhile, here's the reality. Every day cops are out on the street. Every day cops are victims of this black on white racial hostility, violence, and shooting and even murder. Every day. And it looks like this.
Office for Police Accountability. This video released, we're being told, for transparency reasons from this fatal police-involved shooting at the end of November.
Get me an ambulance here in the back. 613. Get me more units.
Officers responded to a call of shots fired just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon on November 29th. This was in the 6100 block of South King Drive. Chicago police say 24-year-old Aquines Catherine was holding a semi-automatic handgun when they arrived. The video first shows officers entering an apartment unit, chasing Catherine into a kitchen. This freeze frame shows him holding what appears to be a weapon. Police then follow Catherine out and down a set of porch stairs. It's difficult to see what happens as they turn the corner, but in the incident report, the officer said Catherine pointed his weapon at him, which is when he fired.
I got one person shot.
Can I please come see these, okay, please?
This is shots fired by police. Shots fired by police.
Catherine hit the ground at the bottom of the steps, the officers calling for an ambulance. Catherine was taken to Stroger Hospital, where he later died. Police said they recovered a loaded Glock 9mm handgun at the scene, releasing this image of it after the incident. Now, initially, the officers involved were placed on a 30-day administrative leave, but Chicago police tell us tonight they are now back on duty. This incident itself, though, is still under investigation, so we have not found out yet.
The audio's okay on this. The audio's not going to pick up for a couple seconds. So just give it a watch. Let's see what cops are really doing every day. And then think about what would happen if you were in that position.
Relax, man. Relax. Hey, get me an ambulance. Relax, man. Get me an ambulance here in the back. 613. Get me more units. It's okay. Therefore, in the rear.
Excuse me, sir. Can I please see these?
How many people you got shot?
I got one person shot.
Can I please come see these, okay, please?
This is shots fired by police. Shots fired by police. Secure the weapon.
Can I please see these, okay?
Hey, get back, get back. Where's it at?
Get me an ambulance in the back of the King.
What's the address?
Can I please see me, okay, please? Can I see you?
What's the address?
It's 6124, but can I see if it's okay?
Hey, get back in, get back in.
6124
Hey, don't move, brother.
King.
Okay, don't move.
6124 King.
Well, he was an armed and dangerous fugitive out of Nevada before he tangled with Spokane police.
Local officers ended up shooting and injuring that man after he led them on a pursuit back in September. Now he's out of jail on bond, and that body camera footage is in.
Crime 2's Lindsay Nadrich has that and more.
This intelligence bulletin about Antonio Davis was distributed to law enforcement. It says Davis should be considered armed and dangerous, and that he was a suspect in a homicide in Reno, Nevada. Around 2:30 a.m. on September 18th, 2 officers spotted Davis. They tried to arrest him, but he jumped into a car and took off, leading police on a chase. Davis crashed into a tree near Monroe and Sinto. His passenger took off over a fence. Davis tried to climb the fence, but didn't make it. Before we go any further, you should know Davis made a full recovery and is now out of jail on bond.
Hey, stop! I'll shoot you! I will shoot you!
We stopped this video because the moment he gets shot is too graphic to show. Davis was shot in his right bicep. He then asked for help and for police to call an ambulance. But before police can give him medical assistance, they have to clear the area. Remember, the passenger in Davis's car hopped over that fence. Officers later found a gun dropped by Davis's passenger and a handgun in the pocket of the driver's side door. Watching the body camera video, it feels like a long time before Davis's gunshot wound is treated. But officers say they acted as quickly as they could.
Not knowing where he was and having an idea that he may be armed is why they waited for the contact team to go up so they could safely do that without fear of that suspect being in that yard on the other side and potentially ambushing the officers when they approached Davis.
The passenger who took off was arrested 3 days later. He was also wanted out of Reno and has since been extradited there. Davis is out of custody on bond. When I asked police about Davis being out in the community, they pointed to his criminal history.
Clearly he has a dangerous felony history, and he's not supposed to be possessing guns, so he had a warrant out of Nevada for unlawful possession, and as soon as he got here, he was also committing unlawful possession of a firearm in Washington State.
Antonio, it's the Spokane police. You're under arrest. Oh shit, look out, look out, look out! Call it out.
448. Lincoln and Maxwell with Antonio Davis going southbound on Lincoln.
He's in the Dodge Avenger.
He's in the blue Dodge Avenger. Southbound on Lincoln. North on Monroe from Sharp.
North on Monroe from Sharp.
Sinto.
Just wrecked out.
These vehicle just ran.
Hold on. Let's get a perimeter. Hey, stop! I'll shoot you! I will shoot you! Don't move! 44, we got shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Look, call the ambulance! Call the ambulance, please!
Don't move! Put your arms out like an airplane!
I can't move! I can't move! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, we got him down right by our cars.
What is that shooting for? Oh shit!
Clear that car!
Oh shit!
Hey, there's one more outstanding. We don't know who he is, but be careful. In fact, before we get him, we need to clear that yard. Another black male ran. Keep your hands where we can see him.
I got him right here.
Terry, watch there in the back.
Right here.
Between houses.
Right here in the grass.
Terry, stay here and watch that.
Give us cover there. Do not move.
I'm not moving.
Description on the guy that took off.
Black male, dark shirt, jeans.
Black male with a dark shirt, jeans.
Northbound through the yard.
Yeah.
Somebody help me.
Antonio is down. The other male, we don't know who he is. He was a passenger.
Help me, somebody. Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta fight this shit, man.
Hey, you got any guns on you, Antonio? Hey, do you have any guns on you?
328, we're good here.
A gun on you.
Start setting the perimeter for that other one.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey.
I'm not Antonio. I have nothing on me, man.
Get your arm out like an airplane.
I can't.
Contact team.
Yeah, I got hands.
I can't move my arm.
Hold on. We're gonna actually cover here.
That was a dark shirt. Jeans is all we got so far.
You guys split up if we got him here?
The male passenger took off.
44.
44, go ahead.
Our target, Davis, is down. He's conscious. We need to get him into custody. Don't know who the other male is.
It's 312, be careful. 1022, West Central number D is friendly to Davis.
Who here has a shield? Who here has a shield? 44. I want a ballistic shield to our stop so we can get him into custody.
21, I got it. Oh, 2-3. Was third shift secured already?
They're all here.
All right. The ones that are on duty right now still totally get this whole picture.
Where I want you is to go the other side of him and block that fence.
Got it.
Okay? On me? Yep. Block that fence. Get those arms out, Antonio. Get those arms out.
I can't move.
Do not move.
I can't move.
Which one's it?
It's the right one. It's bleeding everywhere. You gotta get the pressure off the right.
Search him.
Antonio, anything you can focus
I can't do nothing. Let go of the range. Oh, shit.
Hey, we gotta roll you and make sure you don't have anything on you, okay, sir?
Don't move the oar.
Okay, I gotta roll your legs over there. Help me.
Don't move the oar.
Okay, I know you gotta help me roll over there.
Okay, you gotta help. You gotta just move me.
Get this arm out. Get this arm out. Antonio, get this arm out.
Oh, shit.
I know, I gotta search you, man.
We will, yeah. We'll start cutting this shit
I
up.
got a medical bag in my right where the Tahoe with the lid open. It's in the driver's side rear door.
You guys hold security.
Hey, I got some guys here in my leg pocket here.
Where's it at?
Watch that backside.
Are you shot anywhere else, dude?
Hold your hand, I'm going all the way
Just
out.
in the arm?
Yeah, just shot me in the arm.
Yeah, well, shit around.
Can I lean back down? I gotta lean back down. It hurts so bad. Let me lean back down. Stretch the arm out.
Yeah, I just want it secure. That's all I was worried about. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out.
I didn't want to chase him down. He jumped the fence, but I wasn't.
Where do you want it?
The way I had it.
I don't know where you had it, man.
Towards you to the
Put the Israeli on him. He ain't bleeding that hard, but his humerus is probably broken.
Tell me you're gonna feel some pressure, alright?
This shit hurt.
Yeah.
Why would you shoot me?
What kind of medic stuff do you need there, Nutty?
Why would you shoot?
Just that's fine. We'll get medic. This is a bad spot for medic stuff, so we're gonna walk him out. So give us medics south of the scene in that parking lot.
I know.
Lift your arm up,
That shit
okay?
hurt. I'm trying to fight this.
What's it stuck on?
He's stuck.
I
Is the guy, did we have the other guy for anything? The other guy wanted?
No, I mean we don't know who he is, so we don't. Yeah.
It's killing me. That shit killing me. Why would you shoot me?
Where's your scene at?
Right here.
Right there?
Yeah, right here.
Why would you?
I know,
Why'd
I'm
you
telling
pull
you.
it in?
I'm trying to secure it on here, big guy.
Oh, shit,
We got medics coming for you, man, okay? You gotta breathe. You're under arrest right now.
I got one question for you, just so we can work this scene. You went over this way, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have a problem, though, is that kid could be hit.
Why is it so tight?
Okay.
He was...
so tight.
We're not going to track him, though.
No, but I'm just letting you know that he was close. I don't think so, but...
It's got to be tight for pressure, man.
It's got to be tight, Antonio, okay?
No, don't put it too tight.
Okay, I'm not done messing with it, all right, fella? Just have that one. Are you hitting your else, Antonio?
Medics aren't coming here. We're going to walk him out.
Okay, Antonio, let's stand up.
You got to walk up.
I think it's just the orb.
You got to stand up.
Help me up.
Okay, I'm going to grab by your pants, Antonio. Stand up to your knees. To your knees, Antonio. To your knees, big fella. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. There we go.
Can you put my shirt over me or something?
Go, let's go. Keep walking.
You gonna put the jacket over my shoulder at least?
Hey, listen, okay? No more resisting. No more running. Okay?
I'm not running. Just help me now. That's all I want. That's what we're doing, man. Just help me, nigga.
Just relax. Okay?
Over here.
Where the medic?
Right to the right, Antonio.
Just grip out the orb. Just grip out the orb.
Relax.
Hey, who's your buddy? Adam.
I got his right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go get Tuck. You got him?
I got him. Yeah.
Get me off him.
At times like this, I'm so grateful for Twitter, Facebook, and email, and lots of other places where people are free to point out what the people who cover the Grammys absolutely do not recognize or do not want to recognize. That is how weird it is for somebody like Jay-Z to appoint himself the moral arbiter of everything that happens in America, how Trump's a racist, how cops are racist, how black people are victims of relentless white racism. I mean, this is a very strange moral arbiter. Anybody who knows anything about his music knows his story is not a secret. I mean, he brags about it. It's gun, drugs, money, bitches, violence. Gun, drugs, money, bitches, and violence. I mean, this is the same guy. Look at his mugshot. This is the same guy that stabbed one of his musical producers in the stomach with a knife. Yet he opens his mouth. Every single reporter covering the Grammys cannot write down quickly enough the ridiculous stuff he says. That goes for every other performer up there. That goes for every presenter, every performer. All down with the cause. All afraid of saying one single syllable. Raising one eyebrow at the wrong time. That might make the black kids angry.
Schau hin